Diego's the immortal VP.
Naku, lakad mo tatang, lakad mo tatang!
Normally.
Stuns that Mirana can combine with, but I don't think offlane Void plus carry Wraith King have any net.
That's not one of the weaknesses of having like 2 right-click cores. Laning stage is usually all right. It's usually when you start leaving lanes and doing other stuff that it becomes a problem.
Saberlight, they actually put down a sentry just to see him. As looks like that's going to be first blood going the way of 4 Zoomers. Nicely done.
So this is one good way to offset some disadvantages like this.
Basically solo XP for the most part.
Yeah, he is. I mean, there's a lot of decent amount of denies, but the nice part is...
whoa, okay. Is that the last proc on the snake? The tower, so I'm not sure either of them are going to get to one of those early towers. In the top lane, we're going to see the Burrow Strike into the Split Earth. So that's going to secure a kill for TSM.
That's a great combo. One of the things that makes Leshrac really good is if you have a setup stun like that. So he just gets a Blink Dagger at some point mid-game. It's more than that, actually. It's really old.
I wouldn't say it's more. It was in Dota 2 for a little bit. So that's,
was it?
Yeah, it's less than 10 years. Is Husky going to get found out? Bryle with that Pulse Nova, it's going to be an easy kill. Z-Freak in the area, but not going to be able to do too much. But Costabile on the run. Okay, he gets the Wraithfire Blast. Looks like this will be the death of Bryle. So another value kill for Costabile, and they'll get Dubu as well.
That's cool. I like Costabile's build as well. They have more exit and entry paths as the Zoomers to go pressure there. So let's see if he gets done.
Oh, Blink Dagger from Gunner. Dragon Tail Arrow again, but there's the Aphotic Shield to take everything off, and Bryle wants to turn this around, but Moo comes in with the Chronosphere onto 2. This is going to be the death of Bryle yet again. Dubu level 7, so he will survive thanks to that ultimate as the Burrow Strike from Saberlight comes to fruition, but not sure they'll be able to follow this up with much more. Well, the Illuminate into Burrow Strike, that's going to be enough. Moose sticking around a little bit too long. Life Drain from Husky. And it looks like that'll work. Yeah. Now we're going to see the Dragon Tail top lane from Gunner. Saberlight should be able to burrow TP. Arrow not going to be there this time for Z-Freak. And everybody now queuing up their respective shards, as is the meta now. Yeah. As Husky, I think, gets off his Life Drain, but is likely going to drop to this Pulse Nova from Bryle. And Dubu's still in the area, but nobody even wants to attack him. Instead, they're going to go for Moon Meander on that Keeper of the Light. Positioning themselves pretty decently to not be in too much of a peril here. They'll get the combo off onto Abaddon, force out that ult. He's going to heal up as a result. See if they want to go any further. Tomato still has his ult to work with. There's the Moo with the Chronosphere. Connects onto 2. They will take out Dubu in all likelihood. He actually dies to the Nether Ward. That is very unfortunate for him. Costabile still with that second life to work with, so and he's actually getting Life Drain from afar. They're going to focus on Leshrac inside that Fireball as well. 2 down for TSM as 4 Zoomers. All they get is that Reincarn. And they're going to continue on. Saberlight on the run, perpetually slowed thanks to this time dilation. That's going to be the 3rd death. Make it 4. Beautifully done from 4 Zoomers.
That was such a cool fight, actually. Jumping in, using low-impact spells to proc.
Close.
They're not the fastest Roche squad, certainly.
Oh, they're going to smoke up, though. They don't have the initiation of
It's going to be close.
The Sand King. And Roshan getting quite low. They're going to Moonlight Shadow a little preemptively to prepare for this upcoming fight. The Tornado. Yules, I should say. Oh, they're going to arrow it as well into the Wraithfire Blast. Does have Stone Gaze to work with. Already his mana is getting drained to a high degree. Will have to pop his ult, the Chronosphere onto 2, so he can't actually get to the high ground. We'll have to reposition to the other side. Moo repositioning himself twice. There's the reverse time walk. There's the Burrow Strike from Saberlight, and Moo will regret his decision this time around. Focusing on the Abaddon again, and they'll find him, but it's going to cost the Aegis. As 4 Zoomers continue on, a second life for Costabile will be proc. Tomato completely out of mana, but you can see the Burrow Strike Epicenter doing massive damage now. They're going to be able to clean up Gunner in all likelihood, but the stun onto Bryle, this might cost him his life. Nope, able to maneuver himself to the high ground again and into...
It's more of like a stun type thing is usually where the hero excels.
Up Costabile with the Moonlight Shadow will get the initiation off to start as the Fireball is there as well, but Tomato is going to be forced out. A big time dilation by Moo. Looks like they should be able to kill off Dubu. Can't even get the ult off. Just get crit into oblivion. Tomato has to use Stone Gaze, but here comes the Burrow Epi into the Split Earth potential, not even needing it. Pulse Nova is more than enough to kill off another member of 4 Zoomers. So it's a 3-for-1 if you count that reincarnation, but now Gunner with the BKB, Costabile getting kited. Tomato trying to find the kill onto Gunner. This would be a pretty big turnaround for TSM. That's 4 dead, and Costabile with no ultimate available. This is going to be a full team wipe after what looked like a good start to the fight for 4 Zoomers.
Yeah, I felt like that at first, but thinking back how it went, they started with a invis hit on Medusa. Dangerous, right?
Yeah.
But he just controls the cliff. He's the Harpy Scout, basically, with the Lincoln Sphere.
Oh, that's a pretty expensive version of Harpy Scout. As Costabile jumps in, gets Burrow Strike, but they're going to find the Abaddon right off the bat. And that's a dead Sand King as well. So just like that, it's a 5 versus 3. And Tomato has to pop the BKB along with the Stone Gaze, focusing on the Nether Warp. It's going to get decrept. Bryle, in the meantime, he's going to get taken out in all likelihood, as Costabile's second life is going to come with a vengeance here. 3 dead. TSM now on the run. And Moon Meander looks to be next on the list. And this is going to be a Roshan on top.
Dude's got a Lincoln, so it's going to take him quick.
He's got more people coming, don't worry.
I mean, 30 seconds
Arrow.
till death.
I mean, Z-Freak doesn't miss arrows.
Z-Freak is a god, bro. Holy shit. He really doesn't.
And Tomato, he'll be the lone survivor. Oh, he's actually going to get this kill? No. All right, we're going to have a potential fight here. Z-Freak has to use a couple of his leaps. Imagine if he had Shard, he'd be able to damage nothing there. His arrow is going to connect on the Sand King. Saberlight, there's a Chrono onto 2 as well. This is going to be 2 high-value kills if they're able to clean things up. As Costabile getting kited, though. So 4 Zoomers looking to reset a bit as Gunner comes in from the side, gets off the stun onto Medusa. Tomato still has the ult to work with, holding on to it finally. No, he's still not using it. Looks like Costabile is just going to drop of his own accord as Husky trying to do some damage, heal up Gunner to a little bit here as Costabile finally oh my god, the crit again. That's a dieback on the Abaddon, and onto the high ground we go, but DK getting extremely low, and Gunner will drop in the split earth. Not going to do too much there as Husky on the run, but will drop shortly after. So it's a 3 for 2 with that dieback on Abby. And Moo, he's not done yet.
He should be. What's he going to do?
He just wants to bash. He wants to make everybody know that this was a good purchase. All right. It does block Yules as well. We missed that one, along with the Burrow.
True.
Which helps.
Oh,
all right.
I thought that one was going to hit for sure.
Moo is just too good for
Snake
for this game.
Blocks the Snake.
True. Does he have Ags on Medusa?
No. Against Deuce in the fight, I feel like. It's more like they need to kill the other 4 heroes, and then Deuce is easy to deal with.
All right, big juicy smoke as Gunner's going to jump in with that overwhelming blink. Arrow connects onto Saberlight again. He is out of the fight at the beginning as the Bloodstone is popped to try to get some spell lifesteal. Looks like it's going to be enough for Bryle to waddle away. Meanwhile, Tomato is literally unkillable. Dubu, not so much, though. He gets Chrono. Beautiful Chrono. Now Husky just on the edge, able to life drain Tomato. Pops the BKB, but you were already too low. And now Bryle looks to be taken out next. What a fight from 4 Zoomers, 4 dead with basically nothing lost.
Wow. That was such a big engagement.
This has huge implications for TSM because we all just expected that not 4 Zoomers, but the other 2 teams in Quincy Crew and EG to be able to do just fine as Gunner jumps in, but there's the Chronosphere onto only 1, but it is the Medusa with that rapier.
Oh, he's
double
low.
Chronosphere, life drain continuing to go. Tomato not able to do literally anything, pops the BKB, trying to run away, but the right clicks from Costabile look to be enough, and that Divine Rapier will drop to the deck, and that should do it for game number 1 as GGs are called.
It's kind of in a similar vein as the Brood, like in the sense that, you know, you have this like very mobile, quick hero against these, against this lineup
to turn this into a large camp. So Husky's doing a great job limiting what his opponents want to accomplish here.
And of course, yeah, the one lane we haven't talked about is the mid lane, which we'll have to hold on to those horses as Z-Freak on the Coddle this time. Very fast hero, but not fast enough because Tomato does have Ghoul Frenzy. Great skill.
It's really complicated. You just, it's an Orb of Venom, basically, with some attack speed built into it.
It's a lot of attack speed, to be fair.
It's a, pretty good amount, 20 to 50. It's very possible, because Coddle does push lanes much better. Movie and dive now.
Yep, he is completely surrounded by a bunch of troll, skeleton, rally pieces of garbage. Fire Blast goes out, but not going to help him here. And this tower is, in all likelihood, also dead. It's going to be a trade for respective tier 1s, though.
I mean, we haven't seen too much. I haven't seen Lycan in this patch yet, but it looks really...
Phase, Armlet, and yeah, going for death. So we're going to see the setup with the Centaur stomp into the Dragon Tail. This could be a dead Gunner. He's already super low. The Rage going to be able to dodge the Fear, and he is just donezo. But there's a nice Pulse Nova, or Poison Nova, I should say, from Husky. Able to clean up the Lifestealer. So that's a very good trade for Zoomers, considering the net worth of that Lifestealer. Sven turns into a god. That's kind of a transformation.
True. Oh, look at Moo's items. It's time, baby.
What, is it Midas?
Yeah, he's got Blink Dagger, but then he's like, all right, it's time. I did enough for my team.
I've gone for helpful items. Now, then again, you're clearing up creeps. We're going to see the Fire Blast get a multicast. Nicely done. Good skill as Moon Meander dies to Husky's right click.
Oh, the cooldown.
Oh!
Z-Freak was like, stun him, baby. You got this.
Yeah, the poor animation there for Ogre. Always a real struggle.
Dude, the split push is very annoying. Is that a... Yeah, it is a shard, actually, on Lycan. It's a Drow that is not easy to do. He's died 0 times. I don't know. I just feel like a Drow Ranger for South American players, they're so good at turning this hero into a real carry. It's just different. Built different.
Ryle blinks in, gets the Dragon Tail with that shard. Husky burning down, gets off the Poison Nova.
Can you get a Gale off before he dies? He does.
Yeah, he does. Saberlight looks to be fine for now, looking to get back into the fray as Z-Freak able to force staff to safety, but Tomato ends up right-clicking him into death. And now they're going to focus onto Gunner. This is going to be a big kill. Tries to get that ult off. Not going to happen. Still has his ult available as a hypothermia onto Tomato. Trying to get away, trying to lifesteal. You can see that that hypothermia really does affect him to a high degree. Bane takes a tumble, so it's a 2-for-2 with a buyback now coming on Bane. He's going to TP back in as Tomato just trying to man up, right-clicking. Does not have Infest to work with. Savage Roar is there. Double kill for Moo. Giving him more ammunition to buy that Hand of Midas. Like, team, I'm helping out. I get to do whatever I want. Gunner, extremely low, ticking down to this poison from Bryle.
Bear attacks? Oh.
And yeah, the Triceratops and company are more than enough as Bryle. Looks like Moo will get out, but
that's like interesting, good against some heroes, not all.
Tomato is inside Moon Meander, waiting for this Infest Bomb. Moo jumps in, gets off the multicast onto the Dragon Knight, but it's not enough to get the kill as of yet. Costa Bile.
So dead.
Very, very dead, and that is a huge kill for TSM. A nice Fiend's Grip onto Moo in the meantime. It's going to be a trade of sorts. 2 for 1 as TSM continuing here. Savage Roar cancels that Fiend's Grip, trying to focus all of their efforts onto Tomato. Gets off the Rage, though. Does not have Infest. And Gunner, yep, with that Armlet, Tomato's going to stay alive for now. Has to be careful with that Poison Sting, though, of course, now that the Rage has worn off. And Moon Meander jumps in with the Avatos. Gunner barely lives through that engagement. Saberlight now on the run. Blinding Light. And they're going to have vision for this. Oh. And the Illuminate is more than enough.
Oh, Gunner almost died to that Thunder
Beast. He's fine.
No, he tried to man fight it and he almost died. It was really, really close.
He's very focused here.
Oh. Man, TSM just positioned so well for that fight. It took them forever to kill Dragon Knight. They didn't have the anti-regen on him. Slightly moving out. Oh,
Bryle. Oh, he's looking for Gunner. He's going to find him. The Dragon Tail into the Fireball, surrounded by creeps. Gunner gets off the Savage Roar. Does not have ultimate for 30 seconds as Moo blinks in with that Fire Blast. Tomato, again, sights are set. This time it's Gunner with the open wounds, but nope. Going to reevaluate the situation. Will infest into a creep, but it's not that big of a one, so he's not going to heal too much. He's be forced to fall back now, despite having the Aegis. Rage is going to be back very shortly. Dragon Tail now onto the Coddle. That is a Dunzo Coddle for sure. So 2 dead and still Aegis intact for TSM. Moon Meander, the Avalanche with the toss. Moo in enemy lines now. He's going to get the Fire Blast off, but he might die shortly after. Yeah, good Midas efficiency. Well done, Moo.
Oh!
That's going to be the Aegis.
Great Nightmare.
All right,
so
Nightmare
good
stays him, but likely will still fall.
Little back blast. I'm surprised Zoomers was able to stay alive that long. I thought Gunner was 1 billion% dead. Ends up staying alive. Obviously, he's got insane armor. But without his ultimate, I was really worried for him. Thought he was dead. So they end up still winning a fight, though. But love my spreadsheets.
That dragon form is popped, and who is this dying? That is Gunner's Bear.
Not.
Oh, no! To the low ground, but the Fiend's Grip onto Lone Druid himself. So Gunner and the Bear will die.
Oh, no.
Costa Bile on the run. He has the Fire Shield applied, but that's not going to stop that Dragon Tail from coming. And that is a dead Costabile again in TSM.
Oh my
Good.
god. Okay, no, it wasn't multicast. I thought it was multicast. They're gonna go take a smoke fight. Here they go.
Yeah, Braille in DK form again, focusing on Gunner's Bear. As you can see, Moo with that Midas has now picked up a Ghost Scepter, but Costabile again caught out and again brought down. And just like that, the fight is in the advantage of TSM as they are in the driver's seat, which for most people is the left side of the car, but if you're in the UK, perhaps the right. There's the Fiend's Grip, and that should do it. GG is...
What an uncharacteristic carry offlane pairing, though. Again, like, it worked with Wraith King, but again, I thought...
Exlab themed,
Yes.
but it's a very expensive cosmetic that dropped from probably some set.
Is it a newer
was-
set, though? That's my question.
It's not a set. It's like, it's on every, you can have it on like
Just
every
said
hero.
it was a set. Z-Freak is dead. That's first blood as we talk
You're,
about
like,
cosmetics again. TSM.
intentionally
Do you go on this hero?
Well, you get a blink and you get a shard and you blink kill people. It's pretty fun.
Like a shotgun blast to the face. It's great.
Exactly. Yes. Get get that little pushback. Looks like Husky is likely dead. Oh, the mana burn.
Yeah, the
That
blocks
helped.
as well. Husky.
Z-Freak
gets
is
saved by
here.
Z-Freak. Nightmare into the right clicks. And the Brain Sap to finish the job. And Saberlight ended up going down to Gunner. Where?
The big lacking of
Yeah,
that
but you
build.
farm those items, then you sell them, and you get damage
Not
items later.
necessarily. You're looking at an overly rosy view of that build.
Z-Freak looks to be mega dead here. Bryle's going to get credit for that one.
Just gets pushed around until he dies.
And Bryle still top net worth, despite there being an Alchemist. But of course,
Well, you can-
the actual evasion being applied to you now. Obviously, the numbers nerfed slightly. As we have a Roar onto Husky in the jungle, but the TPs are coming. You can see Snapfire ult from afar
Oh,
onto
good.
Bryle. This will be a huge kill for 4 Zoomers, and they'll find it. And all they do is trade the Chen. And now that's surrounding with the creeps. Centaur Stomp will likely come.
What a
And that is
fight.
going to be another kill going the way of 4 Zoomers. Double kill for Gunner, who now is 4-0.
Can't say it's looking bad, except for him getting ganked here. That part does not look very fun.
Meander gets the telekinesis off.
He's got Spirit Vessel.
Yeah,
Ulti.
Spirit Vessel with that ult is going to basically nullify it. As you can see, Snapfire ult from the bottom tier 1. And yeah, the grip is there as well, so rotations have come in full force for 4 Zoomers. So they'll likely get this, well, maybe not, as Dubu healing up Bryle to a high degree. Z-Freak gets off the Brain Sap. Nether Blast, not enough to do much more as he falls shortly after, so it's a 2-for-1. As finally, Husky dies. 3-for-1 as Gunner stuck here with Moo. Moo does not have Chronosphere. They better be careful. This could be a full team wipe in favor of TSM, but TP's coming in now. Moon Meander getting slowed by that time dilation. Alchemist really wants a kill to his name. Saberlight on the run. It's going to be close. Not able to get out.
Really close there. He's got time dilation and 2. Little scary for him,
Yeah, 2 seconds. Illuminate, and the right clicks will...
but 15% heal amp. So good with mech.
Yeah.
It's like a free holy locket. And it heals Alchemist too.
Z-Freak, wasn't able to cancel the Blink Dagger, but Costabile is going to live through the combo. And now Tomato's going to pay the ultimate price here. Snapfire ult being used to do a ton of damage. Ends up getting 2 kills here for 4 Zoomers, and they're not done yet. Dubu wants to heal up Bryle. See the Nether Ward.
Is under attack.
Costabile kind of leading the charge, just burning down these creeps ever so slowly. Saberlight gets off the Roar, though. Illuminate to follow. E-Blade as well. Costabile does get off that BKB and the ult, and is going to regen up to a pretty high degree, but they've already lost their Void, so Moo and the stolen Snapfire only gets 2 procs. But with no Chronosphere available, this fight is done for 4 Zoomers. They end up losing the Alchemist as well.
It's like, oh, you farm really fast. If I get the chance to right-click people, it's really strong, but it's not as important as being able to gank.
Yeah, Moo, I think he's time dilated and solar binded and solar crested, and the avalanche into the toss. He is dead. It's going to be the trade for the Rubik, as Husky is going to be found out as well. So 2-for-1 in favor of TSM.
And TSM just runs around as 5 or 4 and still pushes out waves. And
This tower is still alive. What is this? Tomato ends up finding Gunner, pops the BKB. Gunner able to cookie to the low ground. Gets E-bladed. He's going to tick out to this soul. Nope, he actually lives. It ends up dissipating as Z-Freak buying a little bit extra time for his mid laner. But no, they don't have vision.
he's breaking their ankles.
Yep,
Okay.
he's trying to juke around the fog of Roche, but This makes TSM get reminded that there is a road.
I think it's like he's on your doorstep, not
He's knocking on the door very loudly with a tree branch. He jumps in with the Avatos, tosses somebody away though.
He's
Chronosphere is used, but 0 follow-up. And the stolen Chrono, a green one to boot, onto Tiny as well, so maybe not the best of uses either way.
Well, he's alive.
Yeah, Tomato's actually getting right-clicked down.
owning.
That's the Aegis, Costa Bile.
No stun target though.
Yeah, he's gonna have to self-stun himself. That was a double negative. Tomato ends up finishing off Alchemist in South, 60 seconds, no buyback. TSM pretty much can do whatever the hell they want.
You know, that could have been a lot worse. Like, it was already catastrophic. There was a stun on Elk.
It could have
then
been
he
Armageddon.
self-stunned. Then he got chronoed, but he was still alive. Got to fight a little.
Oh, all right, and we see the Dagon. I believe that's on Bryle, if I'm not mistaken. So much magic damage. Moo is dead. No Chrono. He is of no use. That is a dead bottom Rax. And TSM look to be potentially just finishing the game right now. I don't see why not. They are up by a lot. Illuminate comes in, and that is another kill going the way of TSM as Tiny can take buildings pretty fast, so I've noticed. And that tree will decimate the Ancient, and that'll be the end of the series. So TSM take it 2-1 after losing game 1 in very surprising fashion.